Have you ever wondered why some people who have experienced colossal failures later achieve astounding success? It's a paradox that stumps many, the odd relationship between success and failure. It's easy to perceive success as the absence of failure, but what if I told you that it's quite the contrary? Welcome to the concept of failing forward. This is the idea that it's through our failures, not despite them, that we find success. Picture this: you're attempting to navigate through a maze. Every wrong turn, every dead end, they're all failures. But each one brings you one step closer to the exit, to success. The most successful people in the world have faced significant failures before their triumphs. They've stumbled, they've fallen, but most importantly, they've learned. They've taken their failures and used them as stepping stones towards their accomplishments. Failure, it seems, may not be the enemy of success, but its prerequisite. Embrace the paradox and let it guide your journey. Let's delve into the lives of some remarkable individuals who turned their failures into stepping stones for success. Consider Steve Jobs, a name synonymous with innovation and success. But his journey was far from smooth. In 1985, Jobs found himself ousted from Apple, the very company he co-founded. Imagine that, being fired from your own brainchild. It was a blow, yes, but Jobs saw it as an opportunity to begin one of the most creative periods of his life. He went on to found Next, a computer platform development company that was eventually bought by Apple, bringing Jobs back into the fold. This period of failure, then, was not a full stop, but a comma, a pause before the next chapter of success. Now let's talk about Oprah Winfrey, a media mogul and philanthropist. But before she became a household name, Winfrey was fired from her first television job as a news anchor because she was deemed unfit for television. Can you believe that? The woman who would become a television icon was once told she didn't belong on the screen. Yet, Winfrey didn't let this setback define her. She used it to fuel her determination, leading her to become the undisputed queen of talk shows. Lastly, we turn to Thomas Edison, the great inventor. He famously failed over 1,000 times before he finally invented the light bulb. Despite countless setbacks, he remained undeterred. His philosophy? Each failure simply brought him one step closer to success. And indeed it did, illuminating the world in more ways than one. These stories of failure aren't unique to Jobs, Winfrey, or Edison. They're shared by many who dared to dream, to try, and yes, to fail. But what sets these individuals apart is their resilience, their determination, and their ability to see failure not as a dead end, but as a detour on the road to success. These individuals didn't just fail, they failed forward, using their failures as opportunities for growth and learning. So what can we learn from these stories of success born from failure? It's all about the essence of failing forward. Let's take a moment to revisit the main points we've covered. We started with the paradox of failure and success, which seems contradictory but isn't. Then, we delved into the concept of failing forward, the idea that every setback is merely a setup for a comeback. We heard about famous personalities who experienced failure before they tasted the sweetness of success. But what does all of this mean? It means that failure is not the end. It's not a stop sign, but rather a stepping stone to success. It's a learning experience that propels us forward, encouraging us to learn, grow, and adapt. Each stumble, each fall, is just another opportunity to rise stronger, more resilient. So when you fall, don't just get up. Rise with knowledge, with experience. Remember, it's not about failing or succeeding, but rather about failing forward. What does this mean for you, the budding entrepreneur, the hopeful artist, the ambitious student? It means that failure, as daunting as it may seem, is not the end of your journey, but rather a stepping stone towards success. This sentiment isn't just a comforting platitude, it's a truth that's been proven time and time again by the trailblazers we discussed earlier. Think of failure not as a setback, but as an opportunity for growth. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it to fuel your future endeavors. Remember, it's through falling that we learn how to pick ourselves up. It's through mistakes that we gain wisdom. It's through adversity that we forge resilience. So, as you step into the world, armed with your dreams and ambitions, persist and persevere. Failure is not a deterrent, but a teacher, a guide, a companion on your journey towards success. So, the next time you face a failure, don't let it discourage you. Instead, use it as a stepping stone